Much for that. Joanna Connolly is in with us from Business in Vancouver. Good morning.
Morning, Steve.
Paul Harris was in yesterday from Business in Vancouver, and he talked about how Vancouver now have the most expensive per square footage as far as office space, leasing office space is concerned.
Yeah.
And you're sort of following up on that with some news about we may be getting more office space and also institutions and things like that.
Yeah, that's right. Now, clearly there's a massive demand for commercial space, also for industrial space, and really any kind of property that you can think of. Across the board, prices are sky high.
Right.
Yesterday we found out, though, that investment in all non-residential construction in Metro Vancouver is at record levels.
Wow.
So people are really putting their money in that. It's up 4% this quarter, the first quarter of 2013, compared with the last quarter of 2012. And you can see the figures there. It's up to 885 million.
Wow.
And that's for all types of investment. When you see the institutional and government, that's up 9.5%, so that's seen the biggest hike. Commercial up 2.3%, and industrial is unchanged. But then when you look at the figures compared with the previous year-on-year figures, then it's quite a different story. It's really dramatic, up 23% for all of them. And if you scroll down and see that industrial there, which was unchanged quarter on quarter, it's actually up 50% since the first quarter.
Where's those building happening? Because it seems like we're sort of busting at the seams, but there obviously is places to build.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's this takes into account all of Metro Vancouver, but you're obviously looking at a lot of areas that are seeing explosions in construction and development. You know, places such as Surrey, which is a huge kind of growth area for us right now. And, you know, the industrial construction tends to be in more of the outlying areas, whereas you might be looking at some really big projects commercially downtown as well.
Right, but as far as you know, Surrey, you mentioned they're one of the leading growth places right now.
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
right.
attract things. So.
Yeah, commercially too.
Yeah, and I guess businesses are excited about this, but also there's that worry that you grow too fast, too quickly, and you have problems. So you have to make sure you try and control this the way it's going.
That's right. Yeah, and there's so much money in the market because of low interest rates that people are wanting to put it in what they consider a safe place, and that's
interesting.
In property right now. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll come back in about an hour and a bit, and we'll talk a little bit more about BC's pot business.
That's right.
Coming up on Business in Vancouver. So if you want to go to the website, BIV.com for more details. And as I mentioned, Joanna will be back in about an hour. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes here on the Morning News. So stay with us.